What if the British Empire never ruled the seas of India? What if the greatest naval power in history was stopped, not by another European empire, but by a South Indian king decades ahead of his time? Tipu Sultan is remembered as the father of rocket artillery, a ruler who terrified the British with iron-cased rockets that screamed through the sky and exploded with devastating force. But history tells only part of the story. Tipu Sultan was not just a warrior. He was an engineer, a scientist, and a man obsessed with innovation. Now imagine this. Instead of limiting his genius to land warfare, Tipu Sultan turns his vision toward the oceans. In this alternate timeline, Mysore's foundries don't just build cannons and rockets. They forge iron hulls. Tiger-striped warships patrol the coast, reinforced with metal plating decades before ironclads appear in Europe. But Tipu doesn't stop at ships that sail on the sea. He asks a forbidden question for his time. What if war could come from below? Mysore engineers experiment with sealed chambers, air control systems, and underwater propulsion. The result is unthinkable for the 18th century. Primitive but deadly submarines, designed to strike without warning. British East India Company ships sail confidently across the Indian Ocean, relying on wooden hulls, predictable routes, and total naval dominance. Then it begins. The sea erupts beneath them. Rockets fire upward from the depths, tearing through keels and igniting gunpowder stores. Ships sink without ever seeing their enemy. Survivors speak of shadows moving under the waves, steel monsters with glowing eyes and tiger insignias. Fear spreads faster than fire. Trade routes collapse. Supply lines vanish. The ocean, once Britain's greatest weapon, becomes its greatest nightmare. Halfway across the world, London is confused and terrified. Admirals can't explain the losses. Naval doctrine fails overnight. How do you fight an enemy you can't see? Cannons are useless. Boarding is impossible. Every voyage becomes a gamble with death. And right here, if you're enjoying this alternate history, take a moment to subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, comment which historical leader should get futuristic technology next, and share this video with a friend who loves mind-bending history, because this story only gets bigger from here. Back in India, Tipu Sultan's underwater navy expands. Crews train in silence. Engineers refine underwater rockets using pressure-sealed launch tubes. Coastal cities become fortified naval hubs. British attempts at invasion fail before they even reach shore. Without control of the sea, the East India Company cannot move troops, extract resources, or enforce its will. Colonial expansion stalls. Treaties replace conquest. History bends. And then comes the ripple effect. European powers hesitate. The myth of Western naval superiority shatters. Indian kingdoms modernize faster. Technology spreads east instead of west. The Industrial Revolution takes a different path. Without Britain's unchecked empire, the modern world looks unrecognizable. No unquestioned colonial rule. No global dominance built on naval control. Just one terrifying truth echoing through history. A single visionary, armed with technology ahead of his time, can rewrite the fate of the world. So the question remains, what if Tipu Sultan had modern submarines? Maybe the British Empire wouldn't just be challenged, maybe it would never exist at all.